Culture is the people's way of life. And this culture is represented in our food, our dress, our language, and our lifestyle in general, our belief system. All of these things are embedded in culture. Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time being here, you are welcome. Just grab a bench and grab some popcorn. Let's have a nice time together. Let's feast together. So, you know Opeyemi, the food critic. He's popular on Instagram and social media as a food critic. So, you know, for some time now, he goes along the African countries, criticizing people's food, criticizing what people eat and all of those. Sometimes he also corrects people, how you handle your glasses, how you handle your cutleries, how you pronounce something, differentiating between soup and sauce. Like some of the things we know as soup, he said they are not soup. Some of the things we know as soup, he said they are not soup, they are sauce. Okay, let's listen to this Cameroonian reply. A Cameroonian replied him. Let's listen to this reply first before we come back. But then if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Let's see.
Forward. For so many years now, you've been attacking and talking down on Cameroonian food, and no one has replied to you. I have time for you today. Every time Cameroonian food shows up, you somehow find a way to make it a punchline of the joke. The problem is not whether you're joking or not. The problem is constant disrespect. Stop looking like comedy and start looking like obsession. Let me tell you something. The food you're mocking and criticizing is our culture. It's somebody's childhood. It's somebody's mother's recipe. It's what millions of Cameroonians, including myself, grew up eating with pride. You don't have to like it. You don't have to eat it. But what you will not do is continually talk down on our culture and expect people to keep laughing with you. We've seen the mockery. Enough. The funny part of it is we don't go around attacking Nigerian food. We don't go around looking for Nigerian dishes to insult, because our parents taught us respect. Respect for other people's culture, even if it's different from ours. I don't think you had a mom or you have a mom. If you do, then she failed. Failed mother. It should be the last time. The next time you talk on Cameroonian food, I personally have done enough research about you. I know about you. I will make sure you smell the anus of your father if you've ever seen who your father is. If your mother knows who your father is. The next time you talk crap about Cameroonian food, I will make sure you walk on broken bottles. Don't try it. Enough. Not every opinion deserves a microphone. As a matter of fact, no one made you Minister of African Food Affairs. No one appointed you Minister of Jollof Affairs. No one asked you to patrol the continent of Africa and looking for food to disapprove of. You assigned that to yourself. And you've been working overtime ever since. Enough. Stop confusing disrespect for comedy. We have had it. We don't need your approval. That's our jollof rice. That's our recipe. Senegal founded jollof rice, and Senegalese jollof rice has okra on top, carrot, cassava.
You will agree with me that there's a way you correct somebody, it becomes an insult. Like when you constantly pick on somebody, you constantly criticize their food, you criticize. Look, that food you are criticizing is somebody's memories. That is somebody's heritage. That is somebody's culture. That is somebody's history. Like, that is somebody's storyline. The entire generation. You criticize it because it's not something you can relate to. Because it's not something you know. It's not something you can eat. But then that is what they eat. There is nothing wrong with showcasing other people's food, like the way he does. There is nothing wrong with maybe you say, let's look at this meal in Ghana. You bring it, you show it, and maybe you can ask people, eat or pass. people, the food you are criticizing, the food you're calling all sorts of names, the food you're making look like, ew. That is how they remember their grandmother. That's how they remember their grandfather. That is the memories they have. So it is not just food. It also has to do with the memories they hold with their loved ones past. Like, I still remember my grandmother for certain meals. There are certain meals my grandmother used to cook for us that I still remember, but I don't know. Sometimes I wish I can make this food in my own home. That is a memory I cherish. Imagine how I will feel when somebody brings something like garden egg sauce, using it to eat yam. These were some of the meals I remember my grandmother for. And somebody comes, looks at it and says, ew, what's this? It can never be me. That's insulting. You are not just insulting the person that cooked the food. You are not just insulting the food. You are also insulting the memories, the laughters they had while having this meal with their loved ones past. The stories that were told to them while they were eating this food. So that it is not your food does not mean it is bad. Culture is relative. And when we say culture is relative, food is also relative. What you can eat is not something another person may be able to eat. Sometimes when I look at some of the things they eat in the Western world, I look at it and be like, ah, it can never, personally, I know that I can't eat this because it is not in my DNA to eat this kind of food. It is not in my culture. It is not in my system. But that is the food they were raised with. That is the food they know. So for the fact that I cannot eat it, there are certain things I don't eat personally. Because, one, for the health reasons, and then, secondly, for the fact that I don't like it, I can't relate with it. Even before they started campaigning against hot dog, how hot dog is not healthy, hot dog is this, sausage roll, all those things. Before they started this campaign against sausage roll and saying they are not healthy and all of those things, I remember as far back as like 7, 8 years ago, anytime I want to order shawarma, I tell them not to put hot dog, that I don't like it, because to me it tastes like rubber. That is how I feel. But that does not mean that if I see somebody eating it, like when we go out, those that can eat it, they allow the person preparing the shawarma to put it in their own meal. Personally, I usually tell them, please do only chicken or do beef for me. I don't like hot dog, don't put it. But if other people that I am with are comfortable with it, I am not going to stay there and begin to mock them or laugh at them and begin to say nasty things about the choice they have made. It's their choice. So bringing it back now to culture, I'm not just talking about Cameroon, although this guy that spoke now is a Cameroonian, but I'm speaking for every culture. The fact that you are not used to this food does not mean you should condemn it. The fact that this food does not look fine in your eyes. Okay, there are some Nigerian food that I have not eaten because I cannot even bring myself to eat it. Personally or deeply, I want to eat this food. I remember, I don't want to mention the food because I don't want the tribe to feel somehow or some way. There is this particular food that is popular with this tribe. I want to eat it. Even till tomorrow, I still want to eat it. So I told my pastor's wife that, Mommy, I like this food. She brought it one day, served me that food. I looked at it and I just said, I'm sorry, ma. I can't still eat this food because of how it's looking in my eyes. But deep down, I still want to eat it. It's just that my eyes or my head has not been able to reconcile with my eyes to eat it. But I want to eat it, and I am hoping that one day I'll be able to try that food. I personally asked this woman, I told her, Mommy, I've not eaten this food before. I like to eat it. And she brought it, she served me that food. But when I looked at it, I couldn't, I gave it to another person. There's another food again, still a Nigerian kind of food. I ate it for the first time in a party. I was longing to eat it. I was longing to eat it. I wanted to eat it. So in that party, it was evening. I ate it because I wanted to eat it. I've been hearing of it, you know. But I went out, I ran outside to go and throw up. I didn't want them to know. I didn't want anybody to know what happened. So later, when I was talking to people about it, that I ate this meal, I threw up out of respect, not because I am trying to, because even this same food I said I threw up, I'm still looking for opportunity to eat it again. So the person that I was talking to said I ate it cold. That was why. That if I want to try food that I've not eaten before, I should eat it hot or warm. But for the fact that I ate that one cold and possibly there was no pepper in it, that was why I had to throw up. But these two meals I mentioned now are the correct, like the main cultural food of these two tribes. For the fact that I couldn't eat it when I was served, or I ate one and I threw up, will it now make me to come out and begin to disrespect it? No. I threw up because I believe if I was raised in that environment of the owners of those foods, I will be eating it back to back on a steady. I will be eating it back to back, like it will not matter to me. But now I am trying to learn how to eat it. The most I can do is, if I cannot eat it, I will leave it and respect them. It's their culture, it's their food, it's their way of life. That I cannot eat it does not make it wrong. That I cannot eat it does not make it non-edible or something I should come and begin to say, ew. No. You respect people's culture. You respect people's food. You respect people's clothes, people's dress. These are their identities. You may not like it, but just leave it for them. Guys, if you have watched to this extent, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you. I will see you in my next video.